What's up, cousins? I'm back. um, I don't know how long this video gonna be, but I want to grab anything, your cups, your tea, whatever you want to drink. But I'm here to talk on the subject of fate, destiny, and free will. Okay, and so because there is a lot of talk online with people deciding if we had everything predestined or if everything or do we have free will. So there was this download I got, and I'm going straight into it. There was this download I got, right? There was download I got while driving yesterday. And I got it right after I bought this book called Cards of Destiny. It talks about cardology, which is under the same scope of numerology and astrology, which really uses your birthday to determine how life will play out for you, right? And so based off your um natal chart or your numerology chart or your card chart tells you what things happen within your lifespan, right? And so I started having this download on the concept of, I'm sorry if I'm not making eye contact, but I'm just trying to get it back, right? On the idea of fate. Because people feel as if we everything is fated to happen, what's the point of it, right? While others believe we all have the free will to choose how things go, right? And so that's where destiny come in comes in play because destiny is also falls in line with fate, but it allows you to have some influence about which way um your life could go through your personal choices, right? And if you think about it, if you break down destiny, it sounds like destination too. So where your life end up at, right? So fate, destiny, and free will, though separate, are all entangled in one another, right? And as I was getting this download, I was driving. I get my downloads when I'm moving and whatnot, right? And I'm looking down at my notes too, so that's what I was looking at, right? Astrology, cardology, numerology is tied to fate. These are not things that will predict. These are things that will energies that will occur in your lifetime, right? These are people you will meet, blockages, windfalls of money, negative things of that nature, right? But the download I got yesterday about fate was yes, people are things are predetermined for people to go through, right? And things are put in place of people. Things are meant to happen to people, for people, towards people, however you want to say it. Yes, things are predetermined, right? But they don't happen all the time. These are events that occur at certain points of time, certain points of your life where it is almost like, I'm not gonna say character development, but it just for source the universe to see what can you do with this event, right? And so the vision that was given to me, right? And it wasn't more so a vision; it was like I saw it in my mind. Um, the predetermined events are like rocks, right? Stones. I wouldn't call them obstacles, but these are fixed, right? These are points of time where things are meant to happen. Things are meant to occur. Things will happen, right? These are energy points that are fixed, right? In your life, right? And so, with that being said, they are connected. And the thing that connects these are what I saw was intertanglement of threads, right? Almost like yarn. It was in the color. It was weird. It was red yarn. It wasn't. I don't know why it was red, but it was red yarn connected to rocks that was connected to another rock. So that's just for my visual, for the visual sake, right? And so, but these, it wasn't just one piece of yarn, two pieces of yarn. It was multiple threads of yarn, um, connecting one rock to the next rock, which represents multiple threads connecting one energy fixed point to another fixed point to another fixed point until we cross over into the next life, right? And so, what was explained about the thread of yarn was the fact that the yarn represents our choices or our responses to that fixed point. How do we respond to that fixed point? How do we respond to that event that were predestined for us to encounter, to experience? How do we respond to it, right? And so that's where free will comes and play it, because the different threads of yarn represent the different responses we could have in accordance to what's going on through our life, right? And so that's where free will come and play it. Our personal choices, our personal responses to this predetermined event. How do we choose to see it, right? In some events, things are added. In other events, things are removed. The things that are added is to test or to see um how do we make this situation work with what we have currently. And the things that are removed are in the same situation. Are thing is the action of how do we use what we don't have in this situation? How do we respond to it? Right? This could be people, things, places, anything of that nature, right? And so our personal choices, our personal responses to these fixed points determine everything else, right? Which we get into the destiny, right? And so with each thread, they eventually spread out, right? Spread themselves out, right? And how it was seen, how it was seen is I couldn't write it down because I was driving. But how it was seen, it was almost like they were splitting, right? One was going up and one was going down, right? The threads, which led to the destination being higher or lower than at the end game, right? So, thus allowing us to choose our destiny or our destination on where we end up at the end of life, right? And so, though we have free will, there are fixed points in our lives where we meet certain people and we choose how we respond to these certain people. There are fixed points in our life where events happen, both good and bad, and we choose how we respond to those events, right? And how we respond adds up, right? Now, it's not a continuous thread because our responses could determine if we keep going, if we make a momentum, continue the momentum of going up or going down or remaining constant, right? And so there's the, the misconception of there's only one that matters when it all matters, right? They all work together in allowing us to choose how we respond to certain situations, right? Like a person could have a fixed point where they have negative encounters, and another fixed point with another negative encounter, and another fixed point and with another negative encounter. but how they choose to respond to it determines where they go and how the thread split for them, right? And I hope this all is making visual, like, is visually making sense, okay? And so, whether you believe in fate or not, there are always fixed points that are bound to happen. There are people you don't meet by accident. There are people you don't meet by coincidence. There are things that don't happen by accident, things that don't happen by coincidence, right? How it happens is different, but the energy of it happening is there, right? So it may look completely different for how it looks for somebody else, right? And so you do these, and you meet these people, and you make the choice on whether you want to respond to it positively, negatively. No, response to it, live my life constant, and things of that nature. And and oh, and I'm getting another one too. At the end of life, when it's all real revealed back to you, that thread connects every single point. The thread at the end of your destination connects every single point of your choices and how that how you responded, right? How you responded to the fixed points, right? Hmm. Because the choices you make become embedded into the thread at that point. It almost like it becomes a core memory for you, for people, and it sticks. And so when people often see the light flash before them, it's that thread that connects every single memory that you had going on. Now it's not a literal thread, but that's how it is being represented, right? That's how it was shown to me. I don't know. Sometimes it'll be your cells that remember everything. It'll be your brain that remember everything, your neurons, your nerves, but it's just showing me a thread that connects every single point of life, or every single point of your life, right? And so how it will be explained to you, depending on whatever you believe in, is this point happened, but this is how you chose to respond. You met this person, and this is how you chose to interact, right? And 9 times out of 10, how we respond to situations, the choices we choose is always predetermined as well, because we choose the choices that is familiar to us, right? We choose the choices that is very much familiar to us, right? And so how it's been explained, how it's probably gonna be explained to you is, yes, I don't know. I'm gonna wait. I'm jumping ahead. I'm jumping ahead. I Give me 1 minute. How you respond will be shown to you. Yes, there was fixed energies across your lifetime that were meant to occur, but how you move forward was your choice, right? Um, I don't know why it took me to the book of Job, right? Who has been coming up a lot in my space at least, and the responses he would give to life, and for him, the wage that was on him, right? The amount of good choices you make, positive choices, elevated choices that you make adds up, even if it's small choices. Um, it adds up, right? And though we have free will, we're not free from consequence, right? We're not free from the consequence of our choices, right? Because we choose how to respond to them. And though there may be understanding doesn't outweigh the balance of justice when we make certain choices. And that's where destiny comes in play, because you could say you're destined for greatness, but the choices you make you destined for worse. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys got up while I was putting down, understood what I was putting down. This was a channel type of it was a channel event for me. It was a channel that was a channel thing for me. And yeah, until next time.